and welcome back to the Let's Navigate and Explore podcast. On episode 7, I sit down with the two best guys from Doral Lincoln, Miguel, Otero, our GM, and Rolando, Garcia, our new car sales manager. Talk about Lincoln of Cutler Bay, the new challenges presented to Doral Lincoln, and I get to know these two guys a little bit deeper. So hope you guys enjoy. So 3, 2, 1, and welcome back to the Let's Navigate and Explore podcast, episode 7. I have a special treat today. I am sitting down with the general manager of Doral Lincoln, Miguel Otero, the new car sales manager from Doral Lincoln, Rolly, and soon to be, but you are the new car sales manager for Lincoln of Cutler Bay. So happy Friday, guys. How's everybody doing today?
Excellent.
Awesome. I love the way he calls you Rolly, huh? Rolly, from Lincoln of Cutler Bay, back here and keep him as long as possible. Rolly, what are you expecting over there Labor Day?
Hopefully we're gonna have a lot of customers stopping by. They want to see the new store. But
we're still not officially open, right? We're still waiting on our license.
Correct. So we're just waiting, and a lot of customers getting to the store, asking questions, see the card. So they are really they really appreciate that Louis opened another store close to the key. So they love the facility that they can come to the store a little bit more close. But we're expecting a huge weekend. I've been working for Doral for the last 7 years, and always this weekend is one of the most important. So
absolutely,
we always have a lot of customers coming in, and we're selling a lot of cars. So we're expecting.
We're noticing the community over there is really accepting.
Absolutely.
They're embracing the new Lincoln dealership in that area. No,
yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are just stopping by to see what we're doing.
Yeah, they're just asking, hey, you guys are open yet? Well, I'm ready to come to do service. We can see the cars, we can drive the car, and then the customers are excited in that area. So
funny little story. I was moving into Cutler Bay. I was grabbing my stuff on my car, and a guy just pulls in. I walk in, and starts talking to me about he's interested in a car, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm the marketing guy. I don't, shout out to you guys for the sales team because, having someone there and push you and ask you, challenging questions is something, I'm not, used to. I don't have that type of experience, but selling a car, having someone confront you, this, that, mileage, give me numbers, pretty, it's not as easy as people might seem it is. Your team especially, they dedicate a lot of time out of their day to produce because...
It's true. This is like what Miguel has been telling me from the first day that I started here. This is more like a career. Right. So you need to love your job. You need to love helping customer. Like you need to... When I was a salesman, that was the most important. The customer like you because I was selling first myself and then I was trying to solve the card. So always customer appreciate that. So that's what we're trying to do.
And it's constant training. When it's your career, like we always say here, it's no different than being a doctor or attorney. You have to keep up to date with your product. You have to love your product.
Yep.
You have to own your product.
That's true.
How do you sell a product that you don't believe in enough to buy?
Absolutely.
Yep.
And I think that's very important. I heard you took your tie off yesterday. I heard you were sweating out there yesterday, reorganizing a lot.
It's hot.
It's
hot.
It is hot.
Sometimes we have to sacrifice a little bit to catch up, but we're doing well.
But did you take off your shirt?
Rolly's
been working out. Rolly's been working out lately. He's been dying to show everybody his chest.
I was helping the porter. I was helping the porter to make sure we organized a lot, so we have everything more comfortable for the customer. So when the customer get there, they don't have to go back and forth to see cards or any specific model.
Because there's no one there. It's Rolly, it's two porters, it's Rafa.
Yeah.
And you can't take the car out to demo, right? So you're demoing
inside
the car.
The dealer.
Thank God we have a big lot.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a huge lot.
That's real cool.
I'm doing everything.
No, that's good. So I wanted to talk to you guys, get your mindset. How did you guys react to when Louis said, hey, I'm opening up a second store, and then from that, when they told, hey, Rolly, we want you to come to Cutler Bay. So how was the feedback when Louis introduced Cutler Bay?
I wept.
You cried?
I wept when, we become a family here. When you work as many hours and you, it's blood, sweat, and tears in here. Everybody knows each other's family. When I was told that I would be losing Rolando to the other store, he's still within the family. But he reminds me constantly that I could be his dad, right? So but this is the only manager where I feel love for everybody, but this is the only one where if I go 2 days without seeing Rolly, I got to give him a hug.
Don't cry.
No. So I wept silently in my bed every night when I heard I was going to lose Rolly. Like Edith calls him the man child, and I tell him that, and because you know what, he's the most loving person, and I know he's gonna blow up over at the other store. I know that he's the ingredient that we need to make the other store happen. I think it's more selfish for me to not want to give up Rolly, but I know he's going to do very well there. I mean, his energy is awesome. His energy, his excitement, his passion. I've never seen Rolando. We call him Rolly here, but I've never seen Rolly have a bad day. Rolly never has a bad attitude, no matter what. He's always got the right attitude, and that's important in our career. Very important with the hours and we sell an experience. I say it all the time. We're not selling cars. We're selling an experience. Customers come in here and expect an experience, and we give it to them.
And so how was Luis or maybe Miguel tap on you on the shoulder and it's like, hey, come along to Cutler Bay with us? How was that?
Well, first of all, I really thank you every day for the opportunity from the first day, and then I think it was a great challenge for me in my career to get the new store and be the new car manager for the new store. I'm being here 7 years, 4 years salesman, and then 3 years as a manager, and it's been excellent. Like, our numbers every year, thank God, it's been going up and up and up. So that's what we're trying to do at Cutler Bay, and then try to have both Doral Lincoln and Cutler Bay number one in Southeast. So that's the most important for new cars.
I was waiting to hear you say you were weeping. You didn't weep that you were leaving me?
I do. I did tell today in the meeting. I feel sad to left Doral because this is more like a family dealer. Right. So the same as Cutler Bay is gonna be, and Fort of Kendall, Luis wants to have everything as a family. Like, this is not like a job. This is more like to come and have fun, a family. So at work. So we've been doing excellent for the past year. So I would say with the 3rd store we can be more, and then we can be much better.
The 3rd store being the Fort of Kendall.
Fort of Kendall, correct.
So and something that you said very interesting. Giving you the opportunity, Luis, Miguel, Karen, that's something that I'm very, appreciative of. You guys have given me also, the opportunity to express myself, to be creative. I've never been like this happy, this, comfortable in a work environment. There's not a day that I come to work, just mad or pissed off or not liking my job. For the first time, and I could really say this, for the first time in a very long time, I enjoy going to work every single day. Things are crazy right now with Cutler Bay. Everybody's pulling me from all the corners. You especially, Miguel. You got to make sure that Doral Lincoln, doesn't skip a beat.
Yep.
Steve at Ford, is making sure that his store doesn't suffer, because that store before we took over was on the floor. And now it's number one. So, kudos to Luis and his aggressive mindset of, seeing an opportunity and making the best out of it. So what now, Miguel, for you is the biggest challenge? We have Cutler Bay opening up. Now what is the biggest challenge for you right now?
The biggest challenge, I think, for the last 10 years, we've really been the only ones in Dade County. So we've been the only Lincoln dealership in Dade County. That's number one. But I think really the toughest part is splitting your team in half. So we've 12 years developed this strong team here at Doral Lincoln to make us number one in the Southeast.
Yep.
4th in the country. Now you're splitting your team in half, so you're bringing on new management, new staff into our store to replace Rolly and Pepe that have gone to the store. So now the replacements, you have to teach them our culture, which by trial and error, it took 12 years to develop.
Yep.
And it comes with a lot of trial and error, and I think that's what makes us unique. So I think that's probably going to be my hardest challenge. We'll reinvent ourselves. So we'll continue, to try to be number one in the country. And I think that's going to be a lot easier than to have to build the team up again in a short amount of time.
Right. Well, we'll wrap it up with this. What do you see, Miguel, and also you, Rolly, as to the future of Lincoln? Because the Aviator just came out. We have the Corsair that took over the Charlie. Ford is inventing themselves. They're pushing out different models as well. They got the electric Mach-E, they got the Mach 1, they got the Bronco coming out. What, in your eyes, can Lincoln, from the luxury standpoint, say that, hey, look at us as well, let's not fall behind? What do you see?
I think with the new plug-in hybrid, because that's going to be the future. Most of the cars are going to be hybrid or plug-in hybrid, so that will help us. Like the Aviator now, they just start coming to the market, and then hopefully the Corsair plug-in hybrid, that will be a car really to step it up for the next level, because the Corsair is not going to be that expensive as the Aviator what it is. So I think that would be the perfect car, and I'm pretty sure Lincoln is already trying to produce new vehicles as well. So
correct. I mean, we need an all-electric car. Again, we've been through something similar back in 2009, 2010, when Ford decided to scrap Mercury.
Yep.
And we went from having a full lineup to just a few Lincolns, a handful of Lincolns, and it worked out well. It was a struggle at the beginning, but Lincoln is a great product.
Yep.
It has evolved in the last decade to a beautiful car, and every time a new person walks in there that has not seen Lincoln in the last 10, 15 years, they're odd. They can't believe it's a Lincoln. I can't go to Publix without somebody making a comment about the car I'm driving, and they're shocked, they're surprised. It's not your grandfather's car anymore.
No. Yep.
So while Lincoln is revamping Ford, yes, it'll be a little bit of a struggle, but it's not like they're leaving us with no product to sell, in the sense that it's still a great product.
Absolutely.
It's not that difficult to build the value in these vehicles.
And it's crazy, before coming here to Doral Lincoln, my knowledge of the Lincoln vehicle was very, limited. I really never saw Lincolns on the road until...
So actually, every day.
Exactly. You see the Navigator, you see the Aviator, you see the Zebras. It's out there, and Lincoln has done a really good job here in South Florida. So
absolutely.
So